How's it? Today is Friday, June 27th. It is Big Friday. This is the first Friday I've lifted on in quite some time. And it feels really weird because Fridays historically are, for me, like the day that I like to lift the most because that is the day I will end up lifting the highest weights. So I essentially max out on the Fridays, independent of how the rest of the week went. And that is kind of what is going on today. Snatches, heavy snatch, one wave up to one top set, and then one wave up to a top set of clean and jerk. And today was rough. Today was very, very, very bad. But honestly, what did I expect? My body's still pretty sore from the run on Tuesday, and my hips actually feel okay today from the run, but my calves don't feel completely there, and definitely my quads don't feel like they're completely there either. Um, Last couple nights at the restaurant have been also pretty late, and so I'm not getting the best amount of sleep, and so my back is kind of starting to creep in like pain wise, and that was like the saving grace about like why Tuesday the run was okay on Tuesday. I feel like usually when I'm running, my lower back starts to seize up and get tight, and then I can't really bend over and whatnot. But yesterday I was able to lift. It was pretty bad, but I was still able to lift. Pretty. Sorry, not yesterday. Wednesday. Wednesday I was able to lift pretty okay. Like it was pretty challenging, but my back was fine. Today feels not okay. My back is pretty sore, and I think I feel like my lifts are quite lumbering, and that is just not a recipe for success. I actually failed this lift here at 85, and yeah, right here. When it kind of gets a little over the wrong spot over my head, my lower back would start to hurt, and that was kind of true also with when I was squatting and stuff like that in general. And I don't know. I don't know if this is something to be worried about or something that is just gonna come get better with time. But we'll see. The goal today was actually to snatch 100 and what was it 101? That was my goal today, and that was clearly not happening. Especially because I failed at 85, which is a warm up that I don't usually fail at. And then 95 here I failed, so I kept trying until I got it. And yeah, it takes a few. It takes a few, and at this point, it's not a can I do it or can I not do it. It's more of a how bad do I want it, because I feel like the weights move pretty well off of the ground, and then at my hip for whatever reason, you know, things start to just go a little bit haywire, and that's okay. But honestly, what did I expect? What did I expect from all of this, from the last few days being so sore and everything like that? So I can't be too upset with it. I when I'm looking at that was the one I finally made, right? I'm shaking my head because I'm like, that was not very hard. Why didn't I just try that hard on that first, one or maybe two reps, and just try my best to punch? So a lot of those, when you're looking at it, it's like I'm holding on to extension for a little bit too long, and there's a fine line of whether or not you can do that with having proper positioning and timing and whatnot. And clearly, I was not doing a very good job. But once I kind of got it in my head that I just needed to punch forward, just to get the bar locked out over my head, then everything was fine. When I moved into clean and jerks, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go up to 120, and we'll see where that feels like. And I actually did this here. This clean was pretty bad. I feel like my extension was actually okay. Turnover was horrible. And then this jerk was not the worst thing in the world. And clearly it was a press out, but also again, everything was just so poor today. So I'm thinking maybe that's it. But I ended up coming back and trying to do 125 just because I watched that video at 120, and I was like, okay, maybe I can just make this a little bit better. And I feel like this was a lot better. Like definitely the clean was significantly stronger. Jerk was okay again. But with all of those misses and everything, I already made the decision that I was not gonna do any deadlifts today. I was not gonna do any front squats today. So like my clean and jerk was it. That was it, right? And I mean, I manage a 95 and 125 total, which is like what 130, 230, 230, and like 220, 220. I can't add 220. Yeah, 220, and like that's not too bad. So yeah, what did I expect? But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.